10 places to visit in Denmark. The ancient heartland of the Viking kingdoms and one of the undisputed jewels of the continent, Denmark bridges the cultural and geographical gap between Northern Europe and Scandinavia. Denmark's many charms have become apparent to a global audience. Scandinavia's European wing boasts glorious beaches, beautiful fairy tale castles, lush forests, a temperate climate, friendly citizens, and a joy day that's infectious. Denmark is the land of Hans Christian Andersen, so you'll find palaces and castles where maybe fairy tales did come true. Number 10. Ribe. Picture-perfect Ribe hails in as Denmark's oldest town. Its roots go all the way back to the 9th century, and its sloping cobbled streets and narrow alleyways, ice cream-colored cottages, and wobbly web of red brick buildings stand as testimony to a past that's wrapped up in tales of Vikings and a medieval merchant boom. At the town's heart rises the majestic spires and towers of the Ribe Cathedral, a veritable palimpsest of architectural styles that's said to be one of the most elegant Romanesque constructions in the country. Number 9. Aalborg. Sprawled out over the banks of the pretty Limfjord Sound, Aalborg is a post-industrial center with a difference. Its urban heart is decorated with a series of famous half-timbered mansions, while students flock to the city universities during term time and bring a lively, youthful vibe in tow, adding a ceaseless chatter to the waterfront promenade and a sleepless energy to the meanders of Jomfru an Gade, the longest party street in all of Scandinavia, if you believe the locals. Aalborg is also known for its curious yearly carnival, one of the largest in Northern Europe, when the folk of Jutland flood the streets with fancy dress, music, and beer-fueled festivities. Number 8. Bornholm. Stranded on its own betwixt the icy rollers of the Baltic Sea, the island of Bornholm is a laid-back place where travelers can seek out salt-washed fishing villages, rugged seascapes, complete with chiseled granite cliffs, Scandinavian timber towns, deep forests, and anthropomorphic monoliths protruding from the sea. In the north, the gorgeous Hammeren Peninsula is a favorite amongst walkers, boasting windswept cliffs and undulating farm fields, stone churches, and beautiful lighthouses to boot. Wide Duodde Beach also draws a crowd, while the gorges and forests of Almedingen are watched over by European honey buzzards. In short, this one's perhaps Denmark's prettiest natural enclave. Number 7. Aarhus. The second largest city in Denmark, Aarhus is located on the east coast of the country and is a great place to experience Danish culture. Aarhus is a student city and therefore has a young and fun feel, as well as historical architecture that will make you fall in love with this charming city. Located near Aarhus is Molsberg National Park. The national park is relatively new, having only been established in 2009. The park is home to a number of beautiful landscapes, including forests, lakes, and beaches. One of the most popular activities in the park is hiking, as there are over 100 kilometers of marked trails. And if you're lucky, you might even spot some wildlife along the way. Number 6. Skagen. Denmark's northernmost city, Skagen, is also the country's main fishing port, as well as one of the most popular places to visit in Denmark, attracting 2 million visitors annually. This charming village, with its scenic seascapes, long sandy beaches, and fishermen, was popular with 19th century Impressionist painters. Danish royalty summered here in the early 1900s. Skagen continues to attract the wealthy today, including sailboaters from around Scandinavia. Skagen, where the Baltic and North Sea meets, is renowned for its herring fishing, so be sure to try some here. The city boasts one of Denmark's oldest lighthouses. Number 5. Odense. The urban jewel in the touristic lineup of Funen Island, Odense is perhaps best known as the birthplace of Hans Christian Andersen. However, there's much more to this quaint and charming town than its honorific exhibitions and monuments to arguably the greatest fairy tale teller of all time. Yes, sir, there are the gorgeous turrets and moats of Ageskov Castle, the looming Nudge Kirke, and the sepulchre of King Canute himself. Street on street of elegant low-rise Scandinavian homes, cobbled squares in the old quarter, and creaking timbered windmills on the edge of town. What's more, a lively university scene and countless cafes add a dash of energy and nightlife to the mix. while Odense Zoo remains the best in the country. Number 4. Frederiksberg. Known for its famous Frederiksberg Palace, Frederiksberg is a separate municipality, though it seems to be part of Copenhagen. It's a great area for outdoor activities, with ample gardens and parks, old pieces of architecture, and many bars and restaurants like those on Varnedemsved Street. Head here to profit from the youthful vibe of this future open city. Don't miss out on visiting Gamle Kongevej for some designer clothing and great shopping options. Number 3. Helsingør. Situated on the northeast coast of Zealand, Helsingør is one of the most beautiful cities in Denmark. It's home to the stunning Kronborg Castle, Hamlet's legendary home. It's a short drive from Copenhagen, but it also has easy access by public transport from the Danish capital or from Copenhagen Airport. Stroll along its splendid waterfront and look over the strait toward the Helsingborg, one of Sweden's most beautiful cities. Helsingør is a city of culture centered around the old dockyards and Kronborg Castle. Number 2. Faroe Islands. Rising like hulking petrified rocks where the Norwegian Sea fuses with the north, the Faroe Islands are the stuff of legends. Their coastlines are dramatic in the extreme, chiseled and shear-cut, carved by crashing waterfalls and topped with a layer of verdant green grass. The northern lights shimmer in the sky, while the temperate towns and hamlets below hide rowdy fishermen's taverns and pubs that take over to the trademark local folk shanties. While only half in and half out of Denmark, these otherworldly and far-flung islands rarely fail to draw out of gaps. Number 1. Copenhagen. Cool, calm, and sophisticated, Copenhagen is every inch a 21st century Scandinavian capital. It should come as no surprise that Copenhagen is the top traveler's choice when it comes to beautiful places to visit in Denmark. The city is home to world-famous landmarks such as the Little Mermaid statue and Tivoli Gardens. In addition, Copenhagen is a great place to enjoy Danish culture, food, and nightlife. Copenhagen is bustling with life, and especially during the warm months of summer, you will see the city come to life like no other. Known for its Dutch Renaissance architecture in the Christianshavn neighborhood, Copenhagen has a horizontal landscape marked with some neat castles and medieval churches.